Welcome to the RJ Square podcast, where we invite you to join the conversation. I'm Jamal, and I'm here with Jermaine and Renell. We're your unfiltered crew, diving into life, culture, manhood, and so much more. We stream here live on Sundays on YouTube, Instagram. And so make sure you hit that subscribe button, drop a comment, and join the conversation to help grow the channel and build the community. Today's topic, top 10s. We're going to take our turns. We're going to go round, going starting from number 10 all the way up to number 1. But on the screen right now, we have what do we have, fellas?
We have our socials.
Socials, yeah. Who's going to read it? I never read this.
Go ahead, Raynell. You can hit this one.
All right. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. For our socials, you can reach us anytime, any place on YouTube at RJ Squared Podcast, Instagram at RJ2_podcast, TikTok at RJ Squared 7, X at RJ2 Podcast, Facebook, RJ Squared Podcast, and Snapchat at RJ Squared 25. We can also be reached for any business inquiries at rjsquaredpodcast@gmail.com. That is all I have. Back over to our Take Me Back in Time facilitator.
Think you mean me. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Hey, everybody. All right. So listen, we had an assignment that was to bring our top 10 movies to this episode today. So I'm going to share a little bit into how I did mine. I actually just randomly named as many movies as I could that I loved. And I came up with about 50. And then once I hit 50, I then put them in. So I would rank them. I have a spreadsheet. Of course I do. I know. I'm just explaining what I did so you understand I put a lot of work into this. So
I love it.
I have weighted scores. I have 4 points. Rewatchability, like how easy it is and how willing I am to rewatch it, which I think is very important. Nostalgia. Okay. So a movie that just came out is not going to hit this. It needs to be something that resonates with me, maybe in my childhood, teens, or early adult life. The cinema craft, how well put together it is, how beautiful it looks. And then originality. I don't want it to be something that ripped off something else. I want it to stand on its own and be something that's unique. So I have weighted scores for each of those, and then I have a scale. I have a 1 to 10 score for each. So, for example, if something had a rewatchability score of 10 out of 10, I'd multiply that by 4, and then that would count towards my total score. So a perfect score. Well, no, it's more complicated, but I'm not going to get into that. But anyway, that's what I did. So I have actually a top 50, but I'm only going to read 10 and up.
Okay, Jamal, so you have rewatch, you have weighted score, and did you say something else?
Sorry. Let me start over. I didn't mean to. I was all over the place in my explanation. So I only have 4 categories: rewatchability, nostalgia, cinematic craft, and originality. That's it. Don't worry about the weighted score thing.
Yeah. So I did something. Well, I didn't go like. Are we gonna kind of just talk about what we did to kind of create our list real quick?
Well, hang on. I want to get both of you. So we have rewatch, weighted score, nostalgia, cinematic, and there was one more, I believe.
No, man. Just forget about weighted score. Ana, ven aquí, por favor. It's okay. Oh my goodness.
So
wait. I want to make sure I have Jamal's first. Rewatch. We're forgetting about weighted score, nostalgia, cinematic,
craft, and originality.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to let go of that weighted score. He said, "Don't the weighted."
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Okay, go ahead, right now. Sorry.
No, you're good. So I did something similar, not as deep as Jamal went into it. So where you kind of graded them on rewatchability, I would call that category for me impact, right?
Impact?
Because
Okay.
the way I see it is there are some movies on my list that to be honest with you, I don't want to watch again because it impacted me so hard. So to me, the impact can be, man, I can watch this over and over again, or Jesus, I don't want to see that again. That hit home. Right. So that's kind of how I can't hear you, Jamal.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm saying that's interesting that you did it that way because I thought about that too. Because I'm like, there are movies that I saw one time and I'm good.
Yeah. Exactly.
But I still enjoyed it, but I can't bring
it's
myself
like
to watch it
I don't
again.
want to repeat it again, right? Yeah.
Right.
But
But
it doesn't mean that it wasn't an outstanding movie. It was. It's just
which is why I felt the need to like come up with rules. And I'll be honest, when I did this, my top 10 is not what I envisioned in my mind. It's actually different from my
me too.
mental top 10 because I had to force math to make me honest. That's why I did it this way because I was being unfair, I feel like. So
another method that I kind of incorporated into my selection process was to kind of just use the force, if you will, and how did it affect me? How did it impact me in that moment? Is it one of those movies that, like, 1993, summer of 1993, that movie that I remember, was I on a date? Was I with a girl? Did I watch it with, Jermaine or Jamal, something like that?
Nostalgia.
Yeah. Nostalgia. So that was one as well. And then finally, I did do a little bit of research as to, whether or not they were critically acclaimed. So it was kind of like 3 areas for me more than anything else. And that's how I came up with my top 10. And like you, same deal. Like no, for me, this was incredibly hard. I underestimated how difficult this was going to be for me. I totally thought I was going to be able to just pump out a couple movies and bam, I was done. But it was very difficult for me. I have a multitude of honorable mentions that I'm not even going to go into my honorable mentions because I have too many. But it was very difficult to make a top 10 list. So I'll turn it over to Jermaine.
All right. So right now we have impact and nostalgia pretty much for you. And critically acclaimed, where you just took a little.
Yeah, just took. Yeah. What was it like? Yeah. Did it get an Emmy, etc.?
Okay.
Awesome.
Hang on. Sorry about that. Hang on. Because I want to put your movies down. If any of our movies match, I want to put it down and see if we viewed it the same way as far as impact, nostalgia, or cinematic, whatever the case may be. Even right now, we just started talking, and I'm thinking of some movies that should have been on my list, and I'm like, fuck, you know what? Because when you say cinematic, Jamal, I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
This was a cinematic experience at the movie theater. And then Renell say impact, I'm like, wow. A movie I didn't have on there had a severe impact on how I viewed certain things. For me, it was difficult. I'm not going to lie. I put like 5 movies down, and I had so many movies in my head. It's like I couldn't actually grasp what would be my top 10. I literally went to Google and put like top 50 movies of all time.
Yeah.
And then I wrote them all down, and I'm looking at them like, how can I fucking pick 10 out of this? And I was just like, okay, I'm going to pick my 10 favorites regardless of impact, nostalgia, cinematic viewing, originality. And that's the way I chose mine. I think I think all of us will have at least 1 or 2 that are on each other's list. But I think 60% of the movies that I say, you guys will probably be like, wow, I didn't think you would choose that movie. But let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Yeah, I think we're going to learn a lot about each other during this because I think this is a lot about who we are. And because, I mean, the thing about movies that I don't know about you guys, but I kind of like put myself in movies. Like either I am the protagonist or I'm a sidekick or along for the ride with the protagonist in a way.
You're never the antagonist? Always the good guy?
You know when I was the antagonist, and you're gonna think this is funny, Black Panther. I sided with Killmonger probably the
Uh-huh.
entire movie.
Really?
I never liked. I like Chadwick Boseman as an actor, but I never cared for Black Panther. He just felt like a Boy Scout to me. But Michael B. Jordan, Killmonger, man, I'm like, guy's got some points. I'm just saying, he's
Father.
some.
He's part of Wakanda legacy. I should be here. I should be able to challenge it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he didn't go about it right. I would have, critiqued that a bit, but everything else, I'm like, oh no. Dude's good. So anyway, so yeah, but Black Panther's not even on my top 100 because I felt that movie. I had a lot of problems with Black Panther. I love that it made $1 billion, and it was a step forward for social justice and all that, but it couldn't have been better. So anyway,
So who's gonna go? So I want to say this.
Oh, okay.
I think we should draw straws. When I say draw straws, I have my pad here. I have R for Raynell, J for Jamal. And then I don't know if you guys have something to write on because it's going to be difficult going first and last. Like this is a good podcast.
He's all
So
excited.
I'm going to
He's like
come
a
up
kid
with
in
a
bed.
number. I'm going to put it right
What are we doing?
between you guys.
I don't know
Raynell,
what's
pick a number
happening.
between 1 and 10.
Bro, 3.
3. Jamal, number between 1 and 10.
7.
7.
Does it really
Wow.
matter who goes first?
No, Jamal actually got a number. I literally put 7.
Oh, okay, great. All right, cool. So, all right, I'm just gonna name like 5, like 5 that didn't make it. Because
Okay.
I just want, and this is gonna be a general like overview. I'm not gonna go deep into each one, but these are some that probably were in my top 10, maybe 10 or 20 years ago. But as I've grown up and matured, they no longer are. So I'm just gonna say this: 300 is one. The Fifth Element.
Hang on right now. Fifth Element.
Fifth Element. Fight Club. Kingdom of Heaven director's cut. I don't know a lot of that yet. And the last one, Bicentennial Man. Yeah. So 300. That's just man food. There's a lot of man food movies where the dialogue may not be great, but I watched it with my dad, and it was a lot of action. And my dad's no longer here, so that resonates with me. Fifth Element, that's Bruce Willis in his prime. I feel that's a great movie. I recently rewatched it with my son. Kind of campy in certain scenes. I didn't remember that as a kid. Maybe it went over my head, but now I'm like, ooh, okay. So it's aged a little bit. Fight Club, that's a damn good movie, man. That's a damn good movie. And I don't know. That may change if I haven't seen it in a few years. Didn't have time, but I love Fight Club. That's probably my favorite Brad Pitt movie. Kingdom of Heaven. It talks about what's that talk about? That talks about how the Crusades. It's directed by Ridley Scott. It has really an all-star cast. It has Liam Neeson. It has Legolas from
I forgot his name. Yeah.
Yeah, but it has him in it, and it's talking about the Crusades, and you actually have the Muslims versus the Christians, and it kind of is it's not a documentary because it's romanticized, but it really did teach me a lot about what went on during that era, and I saw it in theaters, and then when the director's cut came out on DVD, even better because you see all the deleted scenes, and it made a much more cohesive film. And I've always loved that movie. So anyway, there's that. And then finally, Bicentennial Man, that's Robin Williams, one of my all-time favorite actors. He took a dramatic role here. He played a robot that becomes self-aware and sentient, and it just tells his story over 200 years of him learning to become human, of learning what it means to be human. And I felt that was a very touching, heartwarming story.
Yeah.
And I think it still resonates. It was based on a book, and I think it still resonates to this day. So those are my honorable mentions.
I'm sorry, who was the actor? Robin Williams, right?
Robin Williams was in Bicentennial Man. So those were numbers 15 through 11 that did not make the top 10. Very near and dear to me. I've seen them many, many times, but numbers 10 through 1 just were like they just edged them out. So
Okay.
I'll just start with that. So why don't we just start with that? It doesn't have to be 5, it can be 2 or 3 or however many, but
Now remember, you chose number 7, so it's up to you if you want to go first or you want Raynell to go first. It's up to you. I know.
Oh
No, well, Ernell, do you want to actually? Jamal just gave his
yeah,
honorable
synopsis of
mentions.
like
Do
my
you want to give
honorable.
your honorable mentions right now?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just I'm not going to go through my entire list, but I'll give you a couple that didn't make it, that it breaks my heart that, you know what, I could just just pull them out, drop them into this list and they would be just fine, right?
Right.
But here's the deal. So I've got two in particular that off the top of my mind that I'm kind of disappointed that didn't make the list, and that's Die Hard. I think it was 1986's Die Hard, 1987. Don't remember the year. That was Bruce Willis. You mentioned Bruce Willis, and yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Just nostalgic. Just one of those movies that just sticks with you.
Came out in '88.
It's always a December movie, right? A movie that's always
Yes.
watched in the December.
I think it is a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were during Christmas when he went to the hotel or whatever, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it kind of was like a theme, and it always when they replay it, it's always during the Christmas months. So and then another one off the top of my head was Avatar. Unfortunately, Avatar did not make my top 10 list. But man, that's a great.
That was an experience. That was a cinematic experience.
Yeah, for sure.
My number 19. Avatar.
Yeah, talking about just a pioneer, a movie that truly pioneered technology and able to kind of tell a story in a different way. So those are two off the top of my head. I don't have that honorable mention list anymore. I kind of got rid of it.
No worries. No, that's good. All right, so Jermaine, what? Yeah, go ahead.
So, wow, this is fucking tough. So I didn't do it. Look, I'm not gonna lie.
That's why he's over here taking notes.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So I have 22 movies in front of me. I'm just going to say my honorable mentions. I hate that this is an honorable mention, but it is Shawshank Redemption. It was just a great story. It was original. The Departed. That's with Leonardo and Mark Wahlberg and whatever. The Untouchables, I thought was a great movie. Good Will Hunting, I thought was a great movie. American Beauty, from a comedic view, artistic expression where movies don't have to be shot in front of a person. They can actually have some roses thrown in there, like, oh, a young girl is hitting on an older guy type shit. The Usual Suspects, Kevin Spacey. Heat.
Great movie.
We're not even going to say anything about Heat.
Nope.
I think a really good movie was The Truman Show. It's an honorable mention for me. Casino. I have A Few Good Men. I have Boys in the Hood, and I have Silence of the Lambs.
Yep.
For honorable mentions.
Okay.
Great movies.
Nice. All right. So I think that brings it back to me for my number 10. All right. So my number 10, and you're probably going to see this theme come up a lot. Time travel. And I just love that. I don't know why, but ever since I was a kid, just anything with science fiction, time travel, I'm a sucker for it.
Can I ask you something, Jamal?
Please.
Before you list your movie, are you going to say something interesting about it that you found interesting, so we could try to guess to make it more interesting? Because you said time travel.
Oh,
we don't have
to. I could. So time travel is a little misleading. It's more like a time loop. That would be a better way to explain it.
Is it the dude from Footloose where they had, go ahead, I'm sorry.
I think it's Interstellar.
Ooh, that is a good movie.
Is there a time loop in Interstellar?
I thought there was.
Well, yeah, because
wasn't that like
goes back to where he first went out to space, where he pushed the book off the bookshelf.
There's like a wormhole in the movie.
Don't go.
Yeah.
But go ahead. I'm sorry. I was trying to do too much.
Yeah. So no, this has Emily Blunt and Tom Cruise. It takes place during an alien invasion.
Okay. Yeah.
You already know. It's edited tomorrow. Also, it was going to be called All You Need Is Kill. It's based on Japanese manga, actually. And I saw this in the theater, and it didn't do well when it first came out, or maybe it did. I think it broke even out. I don't know, but it's on Netflix again. And bro, I love this movie. I can
It's a good
watch
movie.
this movie. I can watch this movie over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And it's one of the rare movies where Tom Cruise is not running at full speed, you know, unlike his Mission Impossible movies. And
I just saw the last Mission Impossible 2 like last week.
really, okay. I mean, well, is it worth it?
It's actually decent. Decent. They bring back a lot of characters,
Okay.
and there's a death or a murder where you're like, wow,
Mm.
this person is dead. Kind of like when his wife died
Yeah.
with the thing in one of the movies. It
Oh,
was
okay.
decent to end it for the like 5th Mission Impossible. I'll say that. It was decent to end it in that way.
Because it's been going on for a minute. I think it's time he
15, 20
ends
years.
Somebody, yeah, it's crazy. So anyway, so this is my number 10. And remember, I'm not going for Oscar gold or you know, critical acclaim. I'm going for, these are movies I rewatch. I get the feels when I watch it. I feel good. The critical acclaim can be another list, but this is like, these are my favorite movies that I will watch. If it's on, I'll stop what I'm doing to watch it. You know what I mean? Like, so anyway, Edge of Tomorrow, Tom Cruise, Emily Blunt, number 10.
Okay.
Renell, you're up, sir.
Thank you, sir. All right. So for me, I'm going to do a little kind of show and tell while we go through these for the audience as well.
Nice.
And for me, it was Apocalypto.
I don't think I ever seen that.
That is
a great
number
movie.
10. And if you haven't seen it, brother, get in there. This is
It's a great movie. I forgot about that.
Great movie.
That is rewatchable.
Yes, sir. And core theme to it is basically like survival. It's like the collapse of civilization. It kind of speaks to courage and family. One of the key scenes for me in the movie was when the protagonist, Jaguar Paw is his name, has his final stand against the opposing tribe's chief warrior. So I'm not going to tell you too much, but for those of you that haven't seen it, get out there and see it. It's
So is
an amazing movie.
Apocalypto? Hang on, what's the name?
Apocalypto.
Okay, that name. Is it a period piece?
Is it a what?
It is, right?
It takes place in the 15th century in South
Period.
America.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
the Mayan
yeah.
during the Mayan Empire's reign.
Period
Oh,
piece.
Yeah,
It's actually during the fall. Yeah.
Mayan
yeah.
Empire.
Just before the conquistadors come
Yeah.
over and plunder and rape their women.
Okay.
All that. Yeah. Yeah. They were still sacrificing to the sun gods and all that. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's a good movie.
Yep.
Directed by Mel Gibson.
Absolutely. The movie.
People sleep on Mel Gibson as a director, bro. Even though he said that
Mel
shit about
Gibson's-
black people, people sleep on Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
He's an
That
amazing
racist
director.
stuff aside, the man's got talent. He's got
Yes, he
it.
does. And it draws you in. It's one of those movies that I can say from cradle to grave, I was in it. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it draws you in from start to finish. And, Jaguar Paw's fight for survival was just palpable the entire movie. Like I felt like, oh my God, that's my brother. He's going to get killed. Right.
So I'm putting stars by movies you guys name that I have not seen. So that movie I have not seen, I will view
It's
it
worth
within
it.
the next week.
Definitely
All right.
watch it. It's worth it.
All right. And again, just like Jermaine mentioned, it was directed by Mel Gibson. And to me, this movie was Mel Gibson's best piece of work of all of his work, whether he actually performed or directed. This to me was a crown jewel of Mel Gibson's work.
Better than Passion of the Christ?
Ooh. Ooh. I
Damn,
don't think he's seen
you got
Passion. Have you seen
Yeah.
Passion of the Christ?
I have, but I would say this one for me personally.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Passion of the Christ, absolutely amazing. But
Great
for
movie.
me, this was the big one. So again, guys, Apocalypto, show and tell. If you haven't seen it, get out there and see it. And that's my number 10. Back over to Jam.
This on
No,
me.
it's Jermaine. Yeah, Jermaine.
Oh,
So
Jermaine, sorry.
I don't know if this will catch you guys off guard, but my number 10 was Young Guns.
Oh,
Star-studded,
yes,
a
it
Western,
was.
Billy the Kid, superstardom in that movie.
I forgot about Young Guns.
Yeah. And it took you from like a 17-year-old Billy the Kid to a 22-year-old whatever the real name is. I like Young Guns because they were rebellious in a sense that was for the betterment of people. You can't hold us. We're young. We're free.
Mhm.
You guys kill people. We're going to match your energy. If we have to, we're going to be free also.
Yeah.
Young Guns was good to me because it had so many different characters in the movie that was so different from Billy the Kid to Emilio Estevez to Charlie Sheen. Like, unless you see this movie right now, you don't realize, like, this movie was a star-studded cast before they became stars.
Charlie
So I
Sheen's
just
in
really,
that?
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Charlie Sheen's in that?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Because
he gets killed in the first movie, like midway through, or like 2/3 of the way through.
Spoiler alert.
He was actually the leader of the regulators before Billy the Kid came along.
Oh yeah. Because I remember who was the Hispanic guy? He played Richie
Emilio
Valens.
Estevez.
Oh, yeah.
No.
No.
The other dude.
He played La Bamba, Richie
yeah, La
Valens.
Bamba. Yeah. He was in that, right?
Yeah, he's been in a lot of movies, but he's like a C-list actor. But what's his name?
No,
Fuck.
he wasn't C-list. Stop it.
No,
completely
his
forgot
entire
about this
career
guy.
he was a C-list actor, bro.
I would say he was B. He was not C. But okay, whatever.
Anyway, you reminded me of this movie. I completely forgot because the whole time I'm thinking there should be a Western in this top 10, and I could not bring myself to find a Western to put.
You know what's
I love Western.
Lou Diamond Phillips.
Lou Diamond Phillips, that's his name. Yeah.
So I'm
I
just
would
going to give
say
you the stars that was in it. I'm sorry.
Sure. Yeah.
We have Billy the Kid as Emilio Estevez. We have Kiefer Sutherland as Skurlock. We have Lou Diamond Phillips as Jose Chavez. Charlie Sheen as Richard Dick. They don't have his last name. Dermot
Mulroney.
Maroney as Dirty
yeah, I know.
Steve. He had the nasty teeth chewing tobacco.
Yeah.
Casey Simasco as Charles.
Okay. So the rest were not star-studded. Okay.
Yeah.
So you just reminded me of something, Jermaine, and I can't believe this didn't even make my honorable mention, was Tombstone. If we're talking about Western movies.
Yeah, that's my
Jeez.
number 48.
48, really? Dang.
I'll tell you why it's 48. It's 48 because if you rewatch it, that whole movie hinges on Val Kilmer's performance.
Yeah.
He is
100.
so good in that movie. He makes everyone look like dog shit.
Yeah. That movie is Val Kilmer's signature moment in his career. 100%.
And there's a lot of debate online about he should have won. He should have been nominated and he should have won an Oscar for that because it's that good. It still holds up. It's good. But yeah, Tombstone. Yeah, I know that. But I forgot about Young Guns. That's a good one.
Yeah, Young Guns was good too.
But back to Jamal with number 9.
Wait. Didn't Young Guns have wasn't it a trilogy?
Yes, it came. Yeah. They had like three of them.
Yeah.
Oh, there were 3? Oh, okay.
I believe there were 3.
I thought there were
definitely 2.
Definitely 2.
Yeah, definitely 2.
Yeah, I almost put The Good, the Bad, the Ugly because again, my
Western.
Yeah, my dad and I, man, it was Kung Fu theater and spaghetti westerns on Sunday afternoon after church. We would take off our Sunday church clothes, get into regular clothes.
That's
and
awesome.
it was like from like 2 to like 6. Whatever was on, whatever Fox and whatever it was in the 80s, I don't know. It was Kung Fu theater or spaghetti westerns, and man, that
you know what's funny?
Pops. Yeah.
I remember when we first decided to do this top 10, I was like, bro, this is going to be like 2 hours. We've only on the first one is like 30 minutes.
I know. All right. I'm gonna bump it up. So This next one, again, time loop. And I didn't mean for this to happen. This is just math. But you know, it stars your boy who was in Ghostbusters. And I'm not really a fan of his.
Groundhog Day.
Yes. I'm not really a fan of Bill Murray, except for this movie, but I love this movie so much. It would have been higher, but thanks to this like spreadsheet, it brought it down to earth to my number 9. But yeah, Groundhog Day. I could watch
That
it
is a
over
good
and over again.
movie.
I think it says a lot about who we are as people and what we can strive to be if we just like take a minute to like reflect. If we had this time, what would we do with it? And I mean, it's been out forever, but in the end, he does learn his lesson and grows as a person. Shocker. But anyway, that's my number 9. Every time it's on, I have to watch it. I could probably recite some of the lines, but that's Bill Murray and Groundhog Day, my number 9. Go ahead, Mr. Jermaine. Go ahead, Renaud.
Well,
Okay.
anything you want to say about Groundhog Day, if you remember it right now?
I do. I think I watched it maybe once or twice. But to be honest, I think this is where we go our separate ways. It never impacted me, nor did it really resonate with me.
Okay.
Just, it's a chocolate versus vanilla kind of a thing. Not
Fair.
really. Yeah. So
I'll say
yeah.
this about Groundhog Day. I think that's one of the first movies I can remember where there was a time loop and it was a comedic movie.
Yeah.
To where it was a comedy, but coming to terms with who you are as a person. That's the most I'll say. Great movie. Go ahead, Renaud, for your number 9.
Yeah. So for my number 9, again, showing and telling, The Notebook. This is a movie for me, and as Jamal has alluded to in previous episodes, I'm kind of a romantic every now and again.
Kind of. Yo, in the dictionary, your face is cheesing next to the word. Wow.
So yeah, it's about enduring love, right? Memory and commitment. And in this movie, there's probably a key moment where everyone kind of remembers, or those of you that have already seen this movie, where the protagonists, Noah and Allie, have their fighting / kissing in the rain scene. And that's not necessarily my favorite part, but that's the one part that I'm sure most people remember. So why did I pick this one? For me, this one is a bit difficult, right? And I really thought about leaving it off my list because of its deep personal meaning to me. But my selection was made because, when I watched it the first time, I said to myself, wow, beautiful, a tragic love story, great chemistry. But honestly, its true profound meaning for me only hit me like years later, right? And I'll tell you why. The central story is about a woman that, has this amazing love story with this man, and she's actually dealing with dementia later in her life. And this became personally intense for me because maybe a few years after this movie, my mother was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. And so in a strange way, this movie kind of spoke to me and kind of like what my family and I were dealing with my mother's diagnosis.
I have a question, and I don't want to go. I'm not trying to pry too much. Was your father still here when your mother was diagnosed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, so where I was going with this was, that's why it kind of, when it comes from the aspect of impact, that was the impact that this movie had. It was one of those movies that I can't watch over and over again. Again, to my point of, the impact, whether it was one of those movies that you want to watch or can watch over and over again, or one of those movies that you watch a few times and you're just like, okay, I had enough of that. I don't want to cry. So this selection, number 9, The Notebook from 2004, is also a shout out to my mom. So Mom, if you're watching this, happy birthday to you, Mom.
Happy birthday.
Wait, today's her birthday?
Yesterday was her birthday, but my
Happy belated.
my mother has birth weekends, so she just doesn't have a
Nice.
birthday. Shout out to you, Mom. And if you're listening, I want you to know that, you know, I will always be here to remember for you. I love you with all my heart. And I thank you for being that beautiful, bright light in our lives. And always remember you are my sunshine, always and forever. Love you, Mom.
Beautiful, Renell. Beautiful.
Nice. My movie's gonna kind of suck after that. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that. It's amazing that you. Yeah, happy belated birthday. Much love to Renell's mom. Obviously she was older, so I'm not gonna be close to his mom like I am to him. But yeah, you know, if I love Renell, then I love his mom. So it is what it is. We're gonna. So for mine, my number 8 is Unforgiven with Clint Eastwood, a Western. He was, you know, used to be a gunslinger, became a drunk, gave them both up. And when somebody needed him, he tried to help, but realized he couldn't be himself as far as that person that the other person needed as far as a killer, unless he had a drink. And he took a drink simply to help his friend in times of turmoil. So, and if people remember, Morgan Freeman, Clint Eastwood in the same movie, that's huge. You know what I'm saying? Now you will say it. Back then, people probably wouldn't have said it's huge, but now looking at it like, wait, Morgan Freeman and Clint
Mhm.
Eastwood was in the same movies, was in the same movie. So,
Yeah.
and they had a few more stars, but that's my number 8, Unforgiven, good Western. Because a lot of time Westerns are, you know, the good, the bad and the ugly is a great one. Pale Rider. Anytime Clint Eastwood is in a Western, it's pretty
Agreed.
much a must see.
Mm.
Agreed.
Even if he makes one right now, really he should be part of Tombstone. You know,
Yeah.
like it is what it is.
Well, you know, there's another great Western. It's called True Grit. It had a
Yes.
young Haley Steinfeld and Jeff Bridges.
Yeah.
Jeff Bridges. And that was
Jeff
very
Bridges
good.
is a good actor also
He
in
is very good.
Westerns.
And
But that's
just
my number 8.
no.
Unforgiven.
That's your number 9, though, right? Not
No,
not
that's
your
number
number
we're
9.
on. Yeah, number 9.
Yeah,
I
number 9.
apologize.
Number 9. Yeah. And so just to reiterate what Jermaine said, we got to get to a good clip. We're almost at 40 minutes. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna be quick. I'm gonna start mine with a quote. Give you guys a couple seconds to guess it. But you know, don't let yourself get attached to anything you're not willing to walk out
Heat.
on 30 seconds flat if you
Heat.
feel the heat around the corner.
Oh, fucking awesome movie. Amazing.
Pacino, De Niro in the same movie. Well, that's happened before, thanks to Godfather 2, but they're in the same scene in Heat. And directed by Michael Mann, just announced they're going to make a Heat 2 starring Leonardo DiCaprio, due out, I think, either late 2026 or early 2027.
Oh,
That
that's
just
amazing.
came out.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Can't
going to
wait.
be. It's going to tell the before and the after of Heat in that
Oh.
same sequel.
Of both main
Love it.
actors.
So it's going to tell what happens to Val Kilmer's character,
Ooh.
Yeah.
and it's going to tell what happened leading up to Heat with Robert De Niro's character.
Love it.
Who is Val Kilmer's love interest in that movie? Was it Charlize
That's
Theron?
Yes.
Ashley Judd. No, Ashley Judd.
Oh, it
Ashley
was.
Judd.
Oh, okay.
Ashley Judd. Yeah, Charlize Theron is Oh, she was in The Devil's Advocate. Damn
Mhm.
good movie. I didn't even think of that one.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves. Yeah.
That's Keanu Reeves. Yeah.
Oh no,
Anyway.
and it was Al Pacino, right? The Devil's Advocate.
Yes.
Yeah, Al Pacino's in The Devil's Advocate. Another great movie.
I always thought Ashley Judd was beautiful.
Oh,
Both of
she's
them.
great.
Gorgeous.
Not now. But back then, yes. But anyway, yes. He loved that movie. It's 3 hours long.
Yeah.
But-
Amazing movie.
But
Oh,
you
and then
couldn't
here's
tell it's 3 hours.
I know, but here's the thing. Here's something else I learned about it. Christopher Nolan, huge fan of Michael Mann, huge fan of the film Heat, so much so that Heat influenced him on how he created The Dark Knight. Now, if you think about The Dark Knight and you think about Heat, very, very similar.
Yeah.
Very similar. The only difference is Dark Knight has a lot more action scenes. And so Michael Mann heard this and he made sure that Heat 2 will have more action. Because there's a lot of heavy dialogue in Heat, but
Speaking of action scenes, I think where I was drawn into Heat, where how can I say it? The action scenes were so intense for the three they had. It
Yeah.
drew you in more
Right.
to the off action of the
Right.
actual movie. Like,
Right.
what's gonna happen next, bro? When they meet, this
Yeah.
shit is gonna go down.
It was building up to a crescendo until the bank robbery. Yo, like
Yeah.
that movie, man. And I can
I-
watch it again. I could watch
Yeah.
it right now.
Yeah,
Even
for
at
sure.
the airport where he's chasing them,
Yeah.
he's hiding behind like air ducts and shit. I'm like, oh shit. But go
I
ahead.
think that conversation between Pacino and De Niro in the restaurant when they're
Yeah.
just kind of measuring each other and just
Yeah.
kind of that was classic.
It's the most
Just-
famous scene in the movie. That
Oh.
I mean, I just typed in Heat quote from Heat or Heat quote, and it
Yeah.
popped up.
Yeah,
So,
but that
yeah.
but what you quoted, that was the conversation between De Niro and Val Kilmer when
Was it?
I thought it was
Yeah,
between those
being
two.
able to leave in 30
Yeah.
seconds or whatever.
Because Val Kilmer's having the issue with his family, right?
Oh,
He didn't
right,
wanna
right,
leave
right,
old
yeah,
girl.
you're
Where-
right.
Yeah,
That is right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but anyways, great movie, Jamal.
Yeah.
Amazing
All right.
movie.
Yeah.
All right,
All right,
so
on to you, Renell.
we're top 8, or
8.
number 8, right? Okay, so here we
Mhm.
go. So for number 8, I'd like to present
Oh.
Top Gun.
I never saw
Uh,
this movie.
Yeah.
Wait. You say you never saw that movie?
I've never seen Top Gun. Yeah. I need to watch it.
And you haven't seen Maverick?
I saw Maverick. I know. I saw it out of order. I know. I did not see Top Gun or
Yeah.
E.T. I didn't see E.T. either.
You've never seen E.T.?
No,
Yeah, well,
I never saw.
I
So
wasn't
sorry.
really.
I don't want to steal your thunder. Go ahead, Renell.
No, you're good. So Top Gun, number 8, from 1986. Quickly run through kind of like some of the vibes that this movie brings to the viewer. We're talking competition, confidence, recklessness, and number 1, patriotism. Right. Probably key point in this movie that I remember is the final dogfight, or you could also reach back to the "You've Lost That Loving Feeling" scene where all the drunken naval officers are kind of singing to Tom Cruise's love interest, aka Maverick. So basically, this movie for me, The Impact, is a movie that kind of laid the foundation for my desire to join the Navy. If I'm being completely honest and earnest, it also laid the foundation for me in kind of developing that goal, that ultimate goal of becoming a naval officer. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I joined the Navy because of the uniforms. They were hot, baby. They were hot. All right.
Nice.
That's all I've
Good,
got.
man. Yeah.
Yeah. My impression of Top Gun when it first came out, great movie. I feel the need for speed. Like, great movie. What's the girl name who was with Goose? I can't think of her name.
Ryder? No.
Meg Ryan, I thought.
Meg
Meg
Ryan.
Ryan. Yes.
Yep.
Damn, Jamal's good.
Hey, another star-studded cast. The same Val Kilmer again.
Yep.
Yo,
Hearing a theme. Yeah.
when you start thinking back to Val Kilmer, like, you know what?
He was
had
That's a
dominating,
bad
bro.
motherfucker, man.
Wait, was he
Yo.
in Sin City also? Was he? In
He
one
was
of the Sin
Batman
Cities?
as well.
He was
He was
Batman.
Batman also.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
Top
He's in a
Gun,
lot.
great movie. Can never forget Tom Cruise in the old school crotch rocket. She jumps with her 2-door, whatever the fuck silver car that was.
Yeah.
He goes over like, "Are you fucking crazy?" Then of course he knocked her off.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
And he was all of 5'9" and she was like 6 feet, something
Yeah.
like that, right?
Yeah.
yeah. Tom Cruise
Didn't they
been
get-
short in real life.
Didn't
Forever.
they get married in real life? I thought they got married in real life.
Most of them get divorced like in 3 to 6 months. So
Yeah, that's how I think that's what happened.
all right, so
number
we
7.
are on number 8. I don't know if
Number
any
8.
of you guys saw this.
Mhm.
V for Vendetta.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Fucking
Wonderful.
awesome movie.
Wonderful.
V, and
Honorable
this
mention.
was more of a political ideology film where you had a protagonist that was viewed as an antagonist.
Yeah.
In the theme of the movie. We have a girl from Thor, whatever her name is,
Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman. Little cute girl. I don't think she's as good looking as people say, but Natalie Portman.
Are you crazy?
But I just love that movie. I love the way they went about it. I love him saving her and then her being cooped up with him, seeing how he lived and he wasn't going to bow down to the higher government, and then her being released and coming to an understanding. More people view the world how V did than she actually knew, including her boss. I think her boss was like gay and had all this artwork in his home. So I love that movie, V for Vendetta, and I love the way they made him a little, scientific experiment. He could take all this
Yeah.
pain and shit, but great movie
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah,
awesome movie.
remember the 5th of November. Yeah, there's
Yep.
that. He was voiced by Hugo Weaving, the same guy who was Red Skull and the Captain America films. Directed by the Wachowski siblings and based on DC comic, the same name. So great film.
Great
film.
movie. 5 thumbs up. Amazing film.
Yes.
Loved it.
Yes. Okay, so my number 7.
Yep.
7.
Yep.
This is a film by Denis Villeneuve. He's directed Dune Part 1 and Part 2. He also directed what else did he direct? He directed, I'm drawing a blank.
What's his name? I'm sorry. What's his name?
Denis Villeneuve.
Spell that for me.
I can't. He's French.
Just hearing it.
Yeah, I cannot. But he likes Dave Bautista. So Dave Bautista is in a lot of his movies. He had another film with what is that guy's name? I'm drawing a blank. But anyway, this movie came out fairly recently. It's probably one of the newer movies on my list. I'm just gonna get right to the chase. It's Blade Runner 2049. I saw Blade Runner, Ridley Scott film, and I believe Blade Runner takes place in the Alien universe. I'm just going to put that out there. It has not yet been established as canon, but they're so similar. And we were just talking about Alien Earth a few weeks ago, how they have the synths. Well, they have replicants in Blade Runner, but the aesthetic, the feel, the look of Blade Runner is so much like Alien. Fans started to think they got to be in the same universe because Ridley Scott also directed Alien. So putting that out there. But anyway,
can I say this real quick, Jamal?
Please.
I just put up your guy, Dune 2, Blade Runner, Sicario. I didn't know he
That's it.
directed Sicario.
Oh,
That's
that was a
it.
great
Yes,
movie.
he did Sicario.
Not only that,
Not
only that, Arrival, which I think is a great alien movie.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
with
good.
the girl from fucking Superman.
Yes.
So yeah.
Thank you.
Good
Jermaine.
movies under his belt.
I'm so glad you said that.
1 and 2. Sicario 1 and 2.
Yes. So I'm so glad you said that because the man is a beast. He's done a lot of great films. You're right. And Sicario is number 33 on my list. Did not make it. But
great movie. Jesus.
So this stars Ryan Gosling. Gosling. Yeah. And this is a prequel, or not prequel, a sequel to Blade Runner. And this just the cinema, like it is a beautiful, beautiful film. Harrison Ford's in it also, by the way. He was Deckard. He played that in the original Blade Runner. But I think Blade Runner 2049 one-ups it because it's actually a mystery. And Ryan Gosling's character is charged with solving the mystery. I love a good mystery movie. I love that there's science fiction. I love that there's a little bit of action, but not too much. There's great character development. But as you're watching it, it's just it's just wonderful to look at. And I've seen it probably like 5 times already. And I know I'll watch it again. But he's made a lot of great movies. But of his films, this is my favorite. So that's Blade Runner 2049. Nice. Yep, that's my number.
Any thoughts about Blade Runner? Have you seen it right now?
Actually, I'm writing it down because I have not. I have not seen Blade. You know what? I wrote down Shawshank Redemption, Unforgiven, and Blade Runner.
Wait, what?
Those are 3 that you've never seen.
I've never seen those movies.
Wow. But hey, I haven't seen. You know what? I haven't seen Raiders of the Lost Ark either. So
it's a good flick. Yeah,
I know. I was absent that day. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I'll say this about Blade Runner. I can't remember the first one. I watched the second one, but I was like with someone, so it was like, yeah. I need to watch both, but I will watch the first one early. I know they've been, I think they're both are critically acclaimed, right?
highly critically acclaimed.
Yeah.
Yes. Very high Rotten Tomato scores for the critics. I'm not sure about the audience, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Especially from a cinematic standpoint
Yeah.
of visuals. So that's the most I can say about that. But go ahead, Reno, with your number 7.
All right. So for my number 7, I've got to say, ladies and gentlemen, it is Braveheart. You talk about, and
You
this
spent a
this
lot
movie
of
came
Mel
out when
Gibson love today.
I'm a Mel Gibson guy. I really am. I that's what I've learned about myself in this journey here. I'm a Mel Gibson guy, and this movie came out when my testosterone was through the roof.
Mhm.
So it definitely stuck with me. It's Braveheart, ladies and gentlemen, and
Yeah.
to give you a little bit of a, what kind of vibes does this movie kind of spit out? It's about freedom. It's about sacrifice. Again, tyranny and patriotism is a common theme that I've noticed about myself. Is I love movies that have patriotism in them. Key moment in the movie for me, Braveheart, was obviously what everyone else probably says is at the end of the movie when he kind of screams while he's
Freedom.
being tortured. Freedom, absolutely, at the top of his lungs. This movie stuck with me because of the struggle, right, and the incredible strength and principles that William Wallace and all of his uh, team kind of display, banding together and saying, you know what, we're not going to be oppressed. We're going to fight because we prefer to live free than and prefer to die by living free. And they were willing to give their lives, and that speaks to me always.
Nice. Good choice. I think he also directed this, if I'm not
I don't.
mistaken.
Yeah, you're right, bro. I didn't know that. He
think he-
did.
Yeah.
He sure did. Yeah.
Look, I will say this. Mel Gibson is a beast.
Yeah.
Not only at acting, but also direct. I think he's a better director than he is an actor, personally.
I think so too. Yep, I agree.
Yeah, he's made some good ones for sure.
All right. Yeah, so Braveheart, I agree with you right now. Great movie, period. Piece,
Yeah.
obviously. Who can ask? I'm not gonna lie. Who can ask for anything more with Braveheart, bro?
Yeah.
My number 7 is Forrest Gump.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's a yes.
And I know it's probably it might be on some of
Yes.
your lists a little lower, but my number 7 is Forrest Gump.
Yes.
Trials, tribulations, adversity.
Yeah,
Always had a good head on this. Even though he might have been deemed a little off, still
Right.
had a great heart. Wanted to care for others. Fell in love with a woman, and that was the woman he was in love with for his entire life. I
That's
think,
beautiful.
yeah. So it was just a warm-hearted movie.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, old girl came back after she had AIDS. Like, hey, let me give you AIDS. Sleep with me finally. But it is what it is. That's my number 7. It was just an all-around good movie.
Yeah, amazing movie. I'm actually envious because I don't know how that didn't even make my honorable mention, because it should have at least made my honorable mention. But I will say this about Forrest Gump. You talk about impactful movie that you can watch over and over and over again. And then what I really loved about that film, did Tom Hanks direct that? No, right?
No.
No,
he
that's
did not.
before he was. Yeah.
Okay, but he is a director now, though. I think he did a.
He-
Actually, he's done a couple.
He's
war
done
movies
some
as well.
things, yeah.
So, where I was going with this was, I loved how they intertwined historical events into that movie.
Oh,
I
right. Like he was
love-
responsible for it. Yeah.
Yes, I loved it. I loved how they did that. To me, I hadn't seen a movie kind of pull that from true historical events and kind of make it part of the film. So I thought that was kind of cool. But yeah, great pick. Love it.
All right.
All right. So we're on to number 6, right? And I probably sound better because I just realized my mic wasn't plugged in. This
Yeah,
whole
I
time.
noticed
Oh.
something was different. Yeah. I was like, what's going on here? Yeah.
Oh man, rough start. It's all good. All right. I'm gonna speed things up. So my number 6 is Inception.
Okay.
It's a great movie. Talks about 3 levels inside your brain. I saw it in theaters. My mind melted. I know the spinning top has created a lot of controversy at the end. I'm not going to give it away. You can look it up online, but I think he's still trapped. Let's just say that's me. But in a way, that could be a happy ending. So it depends on how you look at it. But Inception, Christopher Nolan, Leonardo DiCaprio, like one of the all-time greats. That's my number 6.
Yeah, I remember. I'll say this about Inception. I remember Inception. I would have to watch it again because I think it's a movie that I only watched once. Where I do feel if you watched it once, you're not going to be able to pick up on 2/3 of the shit that's going on.
No. It's a very dense movie. Well, it's dense and it's not. So like, you could just take it on its face for what it is and enjoy it. But if you really want to peel back the layers and what he's trying to say, you got to watch it a couple times. Yeah,
I would say at least 3 to 4 times to get an understanding. Like, wow, this was happening here while this was going on. I didn't even realize it. So,
right.
What about you, Ray?
So number 6, ladies and gentlemen, for me.
Oh, wait. Have you seen Inception before?
I have actually seen bits and pieces.
Okay.
I've never seen the entire thing from cradle to grave, so I need to
great movie.
write that down.
It's a wonderful
Because
movie.
it looked really interesting. I have never seen it from beginning to end.
A phenomenal movie.
Mm-hmm. Actually, you know what's funny is that you told me about that movie like 10 years ago.
When you say you mean me?
Yeah, you.
Oh,
you and I
it's a
had
great
a
movie.
conversation about it, and I watched bits and pieces because you mentioned it to me.
Well, you
but I
should watch
never-
the whole thing.
I need to watch the whole thing. Yes, indeed. So for me, for number 6, we go to Scarface.
Ooh.
Say
Yeah.
hello to my little friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, Scarface, 1983. And even though this movie came out in 1983, I was all of 7 years old. Did not watch it back when I was 7 years old.
That's
But this movie was so impactful for me. Why? Because that big circle of friends in Delray Beach, Florida, that we kind of grew up with, we basically quoted from this movie every other day, if not
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
Shout out to Aaron, shout out to Jason Adams, shout out to Eddie, all those fellas. This movie was really impactful for us. It's
Mhm.
about ambition, it's about greed, corruption, and lo and behold, the American dream. Right? Unfortunately, he went about it the wrong way.
Yeah.
But Tony was quite the character. One of the key moments in the movie is when Tony kind of makes probably the key moment in the movie is when Tony makes his final stand. And as Jamal just kind of alluded to, he says the famous quote, "Say hello to my little friend," right?
Right.
As he's taking out a multitude of assassins in his mansion.
One of the best quotes in a movie.
Yeah,
By the way.
I think, and how many times have people used it in other movies, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's just one of those things. It's like, and everybody knows what they're referring to.
Yeah. Scarface.
Can I just
Yeah.
say something about Scarface? I did
Please.
not know Al Pacino was white for like decades after this film. He plays a Cuban immigrant, a political refugee from
Mhm.
Cuba, right? That's
Mhm.
what he
Yes.
says.
He really does.
This man's
yes.
white. And this whole time I'm thinking, okay, he's Cuban American. Nope.
He did an amazing job.
I never even thought about that before.
Yeah.
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 Wow.
So
Wait, in the
But-
movie, does he speak Spanish for a
he's-
certain amount of time at all?
no, he speaks Spanglish, is what he does.
Okay.
Right,
But they
right.
taught him that Spanglish. And
Yeah. And they
But
gave
the
him
other
some
guy
color.
spoke Spanish in the movie, right?
What's that?
His friend, the taller
I think
guy.
so.
Oh
maybe.
yeah, he was
Yeah.
actually in
Carlito's Way.
Carlitos? No. His buddy. What's his name? He was in
His latest TV series is The Cleaner, I think he was in.
no, his buddy, he was in that movie. Oh my god, not the movie, the series
The Cleaner.
Breaking Bad. He was not Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul. He was in Better Call Saul.
Oh.
He was the drug lord in Mexico.
God damn it. I just remembered a movie I forgot.
Oh,
Oh.
You see how quick this shit happened?
Sheesh. I just remembered a movie I forgot. Damn
Yeah.
it.
So, anyways, let me close out Scarface. So, Scarface, it was,
Ugh.
Oh,
incredibly.
he's dead
entertaining.
too, by the way. The guy?
Emilio. Really? He died?
Yeah, because he's in this TV series called The Cleaner, where a lady cleans up crime scenes for a mob family. He
Yeah.
recently passed away, like within the past year, and they gave a tribute to him. But yeah,
Oh, wow.
he just passed away.
Wow. Yeah. So he was, and that dude, you talk about being slick and like having all the ladies. That was the guy right there. The movie was just, again, Scarface, incredibly entertaining. The theme for me was literally shout out to Biggie, more money, more problems, man. That's what it really boils
That's
down
true.
to.
That's true.
Yeah.
It
And
resonated.
every
Go ahead. Mhm.
no, I was going to say, and every young man between the age of 18 and 26 from 1995 to probably now has a Scarface poster, the same movie poster in their room. I know I did.
Yeah.
And this is when Michelle Pfeiffer was hot.
Oh
Yeah.
man, she was
Yeah.
banging. Yes.
Yeah.
So again, this movie resonated deeply. We grew up in South Florida. That's another reason, right? We kind of knew what that lay of the land was like. So yeah, shout out to Al Pacino and 1983 Scarface.
I'll
Great
say
one.
this about Raynell's pick, Scarface. Not only was everything he said, but I think it was a gritty movie. They made it look gritty. Even when he had money later on, they made it look gritty. So that's the thing I liked about Scarface. And it was about trying to be more, even if it was in a negative way. Because I don't think Scarface necessarily had bad ideology or a bad heart. It's just, I'm gonna do what I have to do to make it. And if you're in my way, you need to be removed. That's what I think about the movie.
Yeah. Yeah. You're up, Jermaine.
All right, number 6. So we've, just to let you know, we've only had one movie that's been on other people's radar, and that was Braveheart.
Yeah.
But number 6, let me find it here, is Kill Bill.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mine,
Quentin.
Quentin Tarantino. I'm gonna tell you this.
Yeah.
When I saw Kill Bill, I was like, this shit is crazy.
Yeah.
Like the amount
was.
of goriness
Yeah.
and blood and how she had to go through each different person to get to Bill. And then they tried to kill her during a wedding where she was pregnant. I was like, yo, this shit is crazy. So I
Kinda
love
like
Kill Bill.
Kind of like a video game, right? Going through all the bosses
Yeah.
before you get to the
Yeah.
big boss.
And I think, and I will say this, I think they chose the perfect actress for Kill Bill. I think they chose the perfect bad guy for Kill Bill. So that's my number 6, Kill Bill. I'll hand it off.
Yeah, Uma Thurman, that's great. That makes me think of John Wick Chapter 4, which is actually my favorite John Wick, and it's showing that above, when he's above, like shooting with the Hellfire shotgun. Have you guys seen John Wick Chapter 4?
I haven't. I only saw one fully.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've seen him. Mhm.
Okay, well, I won't go too far into it, but anyway, I just remembered a film as we were talking that should be in my top 10.
What is this?
What movie is that?
It's The Count of Monte Cristo.
Oh, that was a good movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
It's a damn good movie. I've seen it a million times, and I'd have to rework this whole thing.
Cheers
but-
to you, Fernand.
Yeah,
Well, hey, you know what? That more reason for us to have a part 2 later on.
yeah, we'll have to do this again. So anyway,
Yeah.
it's all effed up now. So I
Yeah.
just thought of that, like, wow, like that's like one of the first DVDs I bought with money when I didn't have money to buy DVDs. That's
The
how much
best actor in that movie was the short Spanish guy who was
Yes,
always on
he
his
stole
fucking
the
side,
show.
bro.
He did.
Yes.
Absolutely. Love that movie. That guy went on to play Jesus. Not him, but the main guy, the Count, went on to play
Oh,
Jesus.
he did?
Yeah, he's Jesus. And
what?
in Passion of the Christ.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Henry Caviezel, whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
That was a good
So
movie.
number 5, I know none of you have seen. This is a very obscure film. It came out, I think, in 1980. It has an all British cast. Okay, it has an old Jean-Luc Picard. For those who know Star Trek, he played Professor X. He's from England, so he's British. Liam Neeson's in this. Helen Mirren. If you want, look up Helen Mirren. Back in the 70s, that is a beautiful woman, and she is beautiful in all her glory in this film. Nigel Terry's in this. I know you guys don't know who that is, but this is based on a medieval story that is timeless, that has been retold a billion times.
King
Everyone
Arthur?
knows the story of the sword and the stone. That's not the name of the movie. But this is the best depiction of that story put to film, in my opinion. I've seen them all, or at least the ones I could find. And of those, this is the best. For many, many years, it was my number one. But as I said, I have grown, I've changed, I've matured. It is now fallen to number 5. That film is none other than
The Lady in the Lake.
Excalibur.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, yeah. Actually, Excalibur, that was so there's only one Excalibur, actually.
Well, but yeah, but they have
But no,
With
you're
that
talking about the
name.
1980 version.
yes, but I'm saying like the story of King Arthur
Yeah,
has been
absolutely.
retold. Like you have the Green Knight, you have the Sword and the Stone, you have the there was a recent one with like Jerry Bruckheimer where it was all action and slow-mo and all this
Yeah.
business with Keira Knightley in it. I didn't like it. This is the best depiction of it. And
Jamal, are you talking
1981.
about this one? You talking about you're talking about 1981, right?
1981, was it 81?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull it up right now for you.
This
I thought
has
it was
this-
the Lady in the Stone, or is that part of this Excalibur? The Lady
well,
in the
yeah.
Lake.
So they do have the Lady in the Lake.
Okay.
Yes,
This
that's
one,
the
right,
film.
Jan?
Yes, that's the film. Yes,
Yeah, this was amazing. Yeah, I
it's
love that
it's a
movie.
great movie.
Mhm.
It holds up to this day because they use practical effects.
Mhm.
The story's great. It's a timeless story. Everyone knows the story of King Arthur, and this is
Yeah.
done gritty. And not only that, they go into the love triangle between
Lancelot.
Guinevere, Arthur, and Lancelot,
Yeah,
which I think a lot of other stories don't do and take the time to do.
yeah,
And that really does create that dramatic angst and makes you feel it. And then you have Morgana come in.
yeah.
Oh, it's just I could watch it right now. Great
Yeah.
movie, Excalibur. Highly recommend it. I think you'd enjoy it, especially if you're into medieval
Loved it.
magic, swords, and sorcery kinds of movies. So that's my number 5.
Nice. I'll say this about Excalibur. I remember that movie. I can't remember it fully because I think I'm pretty sure I haven't seen it in more than 30 years, just
Yeah.
to be honest. But
Yeah.
it was a great movie when it came out, and I think they did for like at least 10 to 15 minutes of that movie focus on the Lady of the Lake when they like threw the sword in the lake or pulled it out or something of that nature. So
Yeah.
it was a great movie to me back then also.
Yeah. So on to you, Renell.
Are we doing number 5 right now? Is that where
Yes.
we're at? I've lost track.
Yes, number
Okay.
5.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am about to present to you the greatest sequel ever made.
Uh-oh.
The greatest
tough to
sequel
do.
ever made.
Yes.
Aliens.
Woo! Couldn't agree more. Yes.
Aliens, ladies and gentlemen.
Agreed. We are in agreement. We are in agreement. Where is that on my list? Okay. So
1986's Aliens was by far one of the most impactful movies. I was 10 years old, and this movie was phenomenal. It's about survival for those of you that haven't seen it. Motherhood, obviously fear and teamwork, things that resonate. It's about Ripley taking and facing the alien queen during when she's taking her on. I guess she's got like what's called a power loader. That was the big scene that kind of everyone remembers.
Oh, the
and kind of
robot
points-
she was in or
Yeah.
something?
I think it was
yeah.
called a power loader, not a.
Probably
it wasn't-
was.
Yeah, some kind of but it looked like some kind of Anyways, it was a power loader, and they used those things to actually, instead of what are they called? Some other gear. They used power loaders to kind of pick up
Mhm.
anything that was heavy in the movie. Again, like I said, the greatest to me sequel ever made. Favorite character in this movie for me was Hudson by far. Hudson was my
Bill
favorite
Paxton.
character.
Oh,
Yeah.
game over, man. Yeah. Yeah. R.I.P. Yeah.
Unfortunately, Hudson dies, man. And I hate it. That's one of the parts that I hate about the movie.
He's such a
Um,
great actor.
he-
That guy.
He
Yeah.
really is. And in this movie, I have to say, this was when I really started seeing, or collectively as a society, we started to really start to see the female strong roles coming into play. Females really
There you go, being that romantic. I love it.
coming in and saying, you know what, I've got this shit. I'm the protagonist. And Sigourney Weaver, hats off to you for an incredible display of acting skills.
Yep.
In this movie, the only thing I would have changed slightly was to inject a more elite team, like maybe Delta or SEAL Team 6. I just don't feel that the Marines that they kind of sent off to this unknown planet with
best.
unknown threats were really prepared for something like this. I think it would have given the unit more of a chance per se. We would have had the same result, obviously, but it would have probably led to a little bit more of a true battle between aliens and the human team that was there to kind of inspect the planet and the people that were there. So that's my number 5. It's Aliens.
You know what you made me realize? We could have top 10s with themes, because there are films where there's
Sci-fi, horror, thing of that nature.
there's one with a military theme, and one of my favorite Russell Crowe films isn't Gladiator. It's Master and Commander of the Far Side of the World. You guys ever seen that?
Great
I
movie.
have not.
That's
Where
a-
he's the ship captain or something.
Oh,
right?
that's a phenomenal. That's when you talk about man food movie, like that is just nothing but like broing out like for 2 hours. Like that is just a great film. But it didn't make my top 10. It's actually number 28. But to your point, Renell, great sequel. I would only my only thing to that, I would say a better sequel was Superman 2, in my opinion. But
It's what?
Aliens is great.
Yeah.
Love it. But
I'm sorry, Jamal. You said your a better sequel is what?
in terms of like all-time greatest sequels, so like Superman 2 was my favorite sequel.
Okay.
Yeah. So
All right. I'll say this about Raynell's pick. Aliens haven't been a revolving door in movies I've looked at, but I will check that out. I do remember Alien 1, great movie.
Mhm.
I will check out Alien 2. I know I've seen it before, but I can't just speak on it off cuff like I know anything about the movie. We're still at number 5. So my number 5, Full Metal Jacket.
Great movie.
yeah.
It's I don't even want to call it a war movie. It's a introduction to adult life movie, I feel. Like you signed up for this. This is something that you put your name under, do your best, regardless of the consequences. Obviously, everybody knows about the heavyset guy in Full Metal Jacket that was picked on, beaten with fucking soap in pillow sheets. Like, it just showed so many different, how can I say? It shows so many different layers of people at a different place in their life. The person who was over them, the young men who came in, the young men who had enough in their cachet to be in that environment, the young men who did not, but they adapted, and the young man who never adapted to the situation, but became like, oh, recruit, you're shooting bullseye now. You started off as a fat piece of shit slob, and now you shoot. Yo, I just think, I'm not gonna lie, I think that movie was a great movie.
It was.
And I didn't think about this, and I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys know this movie. There's another movie called Heartbreak Ridge that I loved also, but that's my number 5. Full Metal Jacket. Let's go.
Nice.
Is Charlie Sheen in that movie?
I don't believe so.
No. Okay.
Mm-mm.
All right. I know I've seen it. I just don't remember it.
If you watch
No,
it
it
now,
wasn't.
you'll be like, but
Oh
yeah.
wait, Full Metal Jacket was.
I'm thinking of Apocalypse Now.
Yeah, pull it up right now.
Hold on.
Because
I-
Raynell came out ready to go. He had all his fucking thieves pulled up. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because I confuse Apocalypse Now with Full Metal Jacket. I don't know
No,
why.
yeah, Full Metal Jacket is just entering into the core and being
Okay.
a grunt and going through boot camp.
No, it wasn't. Nope, Charlie Sheen wasn't in that movie.
He's not in that. Okay.
Mm-mm.
I thought he was in a military. Anyway,
He is. Yeah, but it's not Full
It's
Metal
not that
Jacket.
one. Okay. All right. It's fine. I didn't mean to. Yeah.
No, you're
convolute
good.
things. All right. So my number 4, first and only Denzel Washington film. Training Day is on my top 50. It's number 31. It didn't make it. Just because I don't care to rewatch Training Day a lot.
I didn't
but
really like Training Day.
I loved it, man.
I liked it, but it wouldn't be in my top 20.
I think he had better films to win the Oscar for Best Actor.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie. Like the one time he's saying the N-word and being, the way he was, like, okay. But hey, he won. I'll take the win. But
He has a
this
new movie out, which is a rap movie, but go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, on Apple TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
He's
Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
yeah. Yeah. I think his peak has come and gone, if I'm being honest.
I couldn't agree more. Yes.
I think
100.
he needs to sit down. He's
Good.
had his
Yes.
Yeah,
Go
he's
to
had his
Italy,
moment.
drink some
exactly.
espressos.
Yeah, enjoy your life. You won, man. Like so that's me. But this is Deja Vu with Denzel Washington, Paula Patton, who is never single because she's that beautiful. Like this woman always has a man. Like always. She was married to Robin Thicke. Blurred Lines, and he effed that up. But anyway,
Don't we all?
it's a time travel movie.
There you
Big
go.
Shot. Big Shot. I'm telling you, I love this. I love this.
Who was the
thing.
two girls? Wasn't Sanaa Lathan and also a Spanish girl in that one?
No, Sanaa Lathan. Oh, you're thinking of that's another Denzel movie. That's can't think of it right now. But anyway,
But wait,
Great
Jamal,
film.
before you go on, I have a question for you, Mac. You just piqued my interest.
Yeah.
So during this selection of your top 10,
Yeah.
did you have the epiphany that you enjoy time travel during
Yes.
this?
I knew
Or
that.
or you knew that before you did this?
I knew that. I knew three things. I knew the concept of time is important to me because I've
Mhm.
always been fascinated with that.
Mhm.
Love, right? Whether it's parental love or romantic love, I
Yeah.
love that. And then the odd man, like the weird person, somehow overcoming their weirdness and coming out on top, like
I
the
hear you.
underdog.
Yeah.
So any of those three things, if you have all three, sheesh. No,
You're signed
Oh,
up.
I didn't even know Ella Fanning was in that movie.
was she?
Yeah, as Abby. But yeah, Paula Patton, who you're talking about, she's
Paula
actually she's been good looking for a long time.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Anyway,
Val
yeah,
Kilmer.
that's right. He is in it. Yo,
Yo, Val, this fucking dude.
Yo, you're right. He is in it. I completely forgot. Henry Cavill, Jesus, shows up in this movie again. So anyway, it's my number 4. It's my only Denzel pick, but I've seen it a million times. I love it. I never get sick of it. That's my number 4. So it's on to you, Reno.
What are we doing? Number 4?
Number 4.
Yes, sir.
Shit. Okay. All right. So for my pick, I actually went with, we just kind of alluded to it, Gladiator for number 4.
Good movie. Good movie.
Yeah. So 2000s Gladiator. Definitely a lot better than the sequel.
I was just gonna say the same thing. I was gonna say,
The
and
sequel was
Den-
garbage compared to the first one.
and Denzel
Yeah.
acting like he's from Brooklyn
Yeah.
in Rome.
So let me say this. Hey, good thing I like that you brought that up. A lot of people was like, "Oh, Denzel's in this." I think this could have been one of the worst movies Denzel was in,
Yes.
like from his performance, bro. I just
Yeah,
really,
man.
I'm not gonna
Wasn't
say
feeling
more
it.
about that because I know people. Because I'm gonna go in.
Go in.
I
Do
think
it.
I think people give Denzel a lot of leeway with bad acting of movies that he's been in. I really do. I think he has some superb movies, glory
Yes.
in his
Yes.
early scenes.
Yes.
Philadelphia.
I think he has some superb movies,
Yep.
but I think every time he comes out with a movie, they're like his best performance. I'm like, bro, this is literally like one of his top 5 worst performances. And
Yeah.
Gladiator 2,
Yeah.
I would put at the forefront
Yeah.
of being one of his worst performances.
Yeah.
Bro, so I don't know if he was trained what's
Classically?
the place in New York on
Oh, Juilliard.
Juilliard. I don't know if he was trained because I don't know too much about him. I just know, okay, because I think there's a lot of black actors that are actually better than Denzel. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do.
Yeah,
I think there's at least three.
I can name some right now.
Yeah, I think there's at least three. And I think people just give too much credit. I can admit he had a stellar career. He's a great actor. He
Yeah.
did a lot to change acting from a black standpoint in Hollywood.
Yeah.
But I do not think his acting paralysis is as large or reaches as far as what some people deem it to be. I'll say that.
Yeah.
So with regards to Gladiator 2, I agree, Jermaine. I think Denzel Washington single-handedly dropped that movie. It went from
Especially the fight
possibly,
scene.
yeah, it
Oh,
went from,
that was
oh, that was
he's too
horrible.
old. He's
Yeah.
too old.
That went from possibly being a B+ movie to about a C-, maybe even a D in my book because of Denzel Washington. Had they
Yeah.
selected someone else to play that
Somebody else.
character,
Yeah.
I think it would have been a better movie.
And
Agreed.
they had a decent story plot
It
from the
did.
young kid,
It
the
did.
prince being
Yes.
taken. They had a decent story plot. I was like, oh, this will
They-
work.
They had it.
But
They had it, and they brought back the mom. You know, as she
Yes.
was in it.
Yeah.
So
and
there was
she's hot
connective-
too to be
there
that
was-
old too.
There
She's
was
hot.
connective tissue between the two movies. It had teeth, but fucking Denzel Washington happened, and that's what destroyed the movie. Go ahead, Jim.
Well, I just think some movies don't need a sequel. Case in point, The Joker did not
Oh,
need a
yeah.
sequel. The Joker was a great movie.
That's a great movie.
I loved it. I know it was
Mhm.
very divisive. I'm actually
Never
one of the
seen it.
people. Yeah, with Joaquin Phoenix, he won his Oscar. Great
Awesome.
movie. I know why Warner Brothers went for a sequel because they made $1 billion. They wanted to cash grab again. I never even bothered watching the sequel. I get it. Yes, they actually did a pretty good job of coming up with a story for Gladiator 2. It didn't need it. You know, Russell Crowe, he's in heaven with his family after being a badass on earth and riling the Roman people up. I'm good. That is a happy ending to me. I'm good.
Yeah. So just to close out, and literally, we're not talking about Gladiator 2. We were talking about.
I know. Sorry. But
No,
we're just so pissed because,
we're
like, come
pissed
on,
'cause-
man. You like shit on the legacy of this great movie. That's
Just
why.
to clear
Sorry.
it up, the selection for this one is for you're good, Jim.
Yeah.
The selection is Gladiator from 2000. Again, this speaks to revenge, honor, legacy, and corruption. Obviously, to me, the big scene was that final scene as Maximus kind of walks into the afterlife. He's kind of touching the wheat to his left and to the right.
Yeah.
And I you know, movies for me sometimes carry more weight when they have amazing songs. And in this movie, there is a song called Now We Are Free. And if I know you've heard it. Now We Are Free. Literally, ladies and gentlemen, this is a song that I listen to every other day.
Nice.
I really do. I listen to it when I'm working. I listen to it when I meditate. I listen to Now We Are Free because it is a song that truly impacts me, brings me to my center. So it's a song that stuck with me, and it's a song that always kind of reminds me of this movie. It was just so emotional, right? The song is a very emotional song, to the point where you almost feel like that song touches you. It is, again, an unforgettable song, a song that always goes hand in hand with Gladiator. And every time I hear it, I think about Gladiator.
Nice.
Mhm.
Great choice for now. Great
Thank you.
movie.
I'll say a few words. Gladiator, great movie. Russell Crowe. You could take the man out of the war and being a general, but you can't take the general out of the man no matter where you put him at. And he just had people that would follow him that he inspired. Obviously, what's his name? Phoenix, River Phoenix, whatever the fuck his name is.
Joaquin
Phoenix. Good. Good actor. Go ahead, Reno. I see.
One last point. I'm sorry, Jermaine. The one thing I would have changed in Gladiator, even though it was a great movie, is I would have allowed, if I was director, if I was king for a day, I would have allowed Maximus to rise up with his legion and come in and take on Joachim and the Emperor and his legion, to allow for an epic battle scene, kind of like the beginning of the movie had that epic battle against the German tribes. Allow those two to take each other on, as opposed to the one-on-one, because you can throw that one-on-one thing in anywhere within that epic battle between two legions. That would
I
be
think-
cool.
I think that would have been a crowd pleaser for sure. this is another Ridley Scott. I think we've had like 3 Ridley Scott films on here.
Yeah.
But you know, he was trying to be more realistic with it. I get it, but I
Yeah.
agree. I think he could have been more of a crowd pleaser because I did
Mhm.
want to see him kind of get
Mhm.
more of a comeuppance than he did. So
He didn't get that chance, right? He got
No,
caught,
he didn't.
kind
Yeah,
of
he was robbed.
inspiring.
But that's life. See,
Yeah.
so that's why I respect it. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
how it
yeah.
would work out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
All right, so my number 4, we don't have to dwell on this because Renell actually brought it up earlier. Braveheart. So
Oh,
that's my number 4.
that's
Sorry,
cool.
babe.
Yeah, we got 35 minutes, so let's keep it popping. So this is a weird pick. I doubt any of you have seen it. But it resonates with me because I'm into anime, and I'm into video games, I'm into weird shit. Okay. So this is based on a comic. It's directed by he did Shaun of the Dead. What is his name? I cannot think. He also did Baby Driver.
I have no idea who this is.
Anyway, yeah. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. That's my film.
Oh, nice one. I've seen it.
Scott, what was that?
Scott
Scott
Pilgrim
Pilgrim
versus the World.
versus the World.
Yeah, it's about this Canadian kid named Scott Pilgrim, and everyone in this movie has like superpowers, so they can they can like, you know, do like amazing aerial martial arts. And he dates this girl named Winona Flowers, but she has these 6 or 7 evil ex-boyfriends that
Yeah.
Scott must first confront
That was a
order
good
to-
movie, bro.
in order to date Winona. But he's also dating another chick, so Winona's really like his side chick, while he's dating this Asian chick named Knives, who's in high school, by the way, and Scott is like 20 or 21, which is also weird. So there's a lot of shit going on, and he's in this band named Sex Babam, and they're trying to like, you know, get signed to a label and, you know, get their singles out. It's a lot going on in this movie. Reminded me of my life at the time where I was trying to do too much.
Oh, the
Seriously.
director is
When you-
Edgar Wright.
Edgar Wright, thank you. That's his name.
back
Um,
when you used to have side chicks, Jamal.
Listen, so I would travel. Listen, no, I'm being honest. I would travel. And I would have, like, I'm going to borrow your word, friends. I would have friends in one city and in another. That might sound
I
great.
love you.
It's not great. It's a headache. It's a problem. I would never do it again.
But when you have that testosterone, that energy, it's fun.
Sure. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't know Brie Larson was in that movie, huh?
Oh, yes, she is in that movie. Yeah, she plays the one chick. And then
Envy Adams, whoever
Yes.
that is.
Yeah. That's the first time I ever saw Brie Larson, actually. It's a great movie. With great
That's
music.
2010, almost 15 years ago.
I went to go see this in the theater. I was the only person in the theater. It did not
Wow.
do well. It did
Wow.
not do well.
Oh, I
But it
love this
stuck with
chick,
you.
Mary Elizabeth Weinstead. I always thought this chick was beautiful.
Yeah.
She is kind of fine. I just found her too. Ramona
That's
Flowers.
Scott's love interest, Winona
Yeah.
Flowers. Yeah.
She's
and
in
so-
another movie where she's an assassin, but she's dying and she only has a certain amount of time. But
She's
Yeah,
got
she
that.
is.
She's got that Trinity hair deal going on.
You know who she's married to, either married to or dating is Ewan McGregor. He started messing with her when he was married, and she was the other woman, and so he divorced his wife, and now they're together.
oh,
That
she's
happened
also
really-
in Gemini Man. She's in Die Hard, Live Free or Die. Oh, that Kate is the movie I was thinking of. Okay.
Yeah, Kate. Gemini Man is a horrible film. That's another black actor who fell from grace. Will Smith.
All right.
That's-
Yeah. So Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I actually seen it before. Thought it was a really good movie. It's not in my top 10, not in my top 20, but it's one of those movies where I like it because it's original. Like you're
Very.
dating a chick. She has 10 other suitors. They all have superpowers. I think he was a regular guy, but somehow beat him. What are you gonna do? That's
Yo,
the take I have.
well, there's a lot more layers. I got so
Yeah.
much more out of it, which is why it's my number 3. Because I don't want to get into it. We can do that. Let's do an after hours where we can kind of like expand on why they're so high. I don't want to take up time. So
Have you ever seen it, Reno?
No, I've never
right.
even heard of
I'm
it.
not. I'm not surprised.
We'll go
I'm
to your
not-
number 3 then.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
not surprised.
All right. So at number 3 for me, 12 Years a Slave.
Ooh.
She will tell Ejiofor.
Yeah. So this movie to me is about the human spirit, right? It is the protagonist in this movie is Solomon Northup. This is based on a true story. And one of the key scenes in the movie for me is when he's being forced to whip the young lady, the other slave that's in the camp with him by his master. I don't know if you guys have seen the movie, but for those of you that haven't seen it, it is absolutely one of the worst feelings you have as a viewer because it seemed so real, right? The acting was off the charts. And how it impacted me is, we grew up in a melting pot of friends. And so for me, at that younger age of 18 and below, I always felt a little bit sheltered from the reality of racism. This film made that reality starkly clear and connected me to the experiences that I would later have in the U.S. Navy. Because at that point in the Navy, I truly started to see racism for what it is and what it truly and how it truly has infected and continues to infect our society as a whole.
Okay, I'll say this about it. I'm not gonna go too far because I've seen it before. I never really watched it like multiple times. Star-studded cast. Yo, you had the black guy who I can't even pronounce the name. Chiwetel
Ejiofor.
That dude. You had Michael Fassbender.
Yes.
Brad Pitt.
Yep.
Lupita Nyong'o, whatever.
Nyong'o.
You had the dude from Batman who played fucking the Riddler, Paul Dano. You had Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh yeah.
Yo,
Steve
you
McQueen,
had Sarah Paulson, Alfred Wood. Yo, it's so many. I didn't even realize this many people was in this movie.
It was an amazing movie.
So here's the thing: Brad Pitt produced it through Plan B. It won Best Picture, so he got an Oscar for this film.
I did not know he
as a
produced
producer.
it.
Yes. Yeah.
He was one of. Remember, right now, there's always a lot of especially executive producers are really just people who give money. They're just investors, and then you have an actual producer that has a little more insight to the movie. But
he wasn't. He was producer. Like he actually saw the vision and then put the people in place to make it happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm speaking to more of executive producers because my brother was an executive producer where they just, hey, do you have $100,000 to produce this movie? Yeah, and he was in the fucking credits, and I'm like, bro, you had nothing to do with this movie.
Oh, okay.
But it is what it is. That's how they move. No, hey, good movie right now. I've seen it.
Yeah.
It's definitely a period piece, and
you can only see it once, for sure.
Yeah, it's one of those that I don't think I'd watch again because it was really impactful.
It sticks with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead. Next.
So we are on number 3, correct?
Correct.
Matrix.
Of
My
course.
number 3 movie.
Of course.
Matrix. Like I can't lie. I've probably seen this movie, even though it's not my number 1. My number 1 and number 3 are probably the movies I've seen the most in my life. When I mean, like, I'll just be sitting down, let me put on The Matrix. Or let me put on my number 1 movie.
Right.
The Matrix to me was mind-bending. It was before its time.
Yep.
It had elements of what's going on today in it as far as the Matrix, AI, things of this nature, and machines. Keanu was off the charts in that movie. It's the first time I thought he wasn't like, whoa, like that dude.
Yeah.
So Trinity was great. Then you had Morpheus. It was a good cast. It was a good concept. It was original. To me, it was everything you could have wanted at that time in life from a movie, especially from a science fiction movie. So, yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's an amazing pick. I think it's very much definitely deserves to be up there. To me,
they still
this
talk about it
movie-
today. Red pill, blue pill.
That's true.
That's
As far as the
exactly where I was
minister,
going.
but go ahead,
Yeah.
sorry.
So it truly defined red pill and blue pill, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The concept of red pill and blue pill, which has become common vernacular throughout society and our culture. It also, what I love about The Matrix is that it opened our eyes to the possibilities of the future. And what seemed like complete fantasy.
We good. We
Once
actually
upon a
shoot right
time-
now our 10 best movies.
Now we're looking at
Jermaine.
So-
Go ahead.
what seemed like, sorry, people. So what seemed like fantasy back then nowadays we're looking at it and we're like, damn, you know what? Maybe we are in a simulation. So go ahead, Jim.
That's very true. No, I was just going to say this was directed by the Wachowski brothers at the time, who then became the Wachowski siblings, and now are the Wachowski sisters. Just wanted to point that out.
What?
Yeah, they went from being brothers to a
Wait.
sister and a brother to now both being sisters.
One of them
Jesus.
identified as a woman or something.
So the Wachowski brothers are who are credited as directing The Matrix. Okay. And fun fact, I saw this in college in the theater again by myself. I did a double feature. I saw The Matrix, and then I went to the next theater to see Office Space.
Yeah,
I
good
remember
movie.
that. I remember this day because there was nothing going on campus. I caught up on all my studies, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go to the movies because that was my thing. And I was so happy that I had a car at the time. I think I was like either a sophomore or junior. I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, I saw The Matrix and Office.
Check your
Space.
phones. I just sent y'all a text message.
Yeah, I saw The Matrix and Oh, okay, great. So yeah, I just seen The Matrix and Office Space as a double feature, and I was the only person in both theaters, and both have gone on to be like cult phenomenon classics. Office Space is a great movie. Didn't make my top 50, but great movie. But anyway, the Wachowski brothers directed the film. I don't know who became a woman first, but now they're both sisters. So there's that. But despite all of that, they made a trilogy, and then they made a part 4. And I'm curious, really quick, what you guys think of the following films. Did you follow them at all? Did you think they were to the same level of the original?
So 1, 2, 3, good, 4, garbage.
Okay.
And which ones are we talking about? Because I was everywhere.
Yeah, The Matrix. So
No, yeah. 1, super great.
right,
2, decent, just because they brought more.
action.
Yeah, well, more of the agents, and then the 3rd and the 4th, I was just like, probably should have just. After I saw the 3rd and the 4th, I was like, yeah, just probably should have ended with 1.
Fair. I liked Reloaded. Reloaded was good. I thought Revolutions was a hot mess. There was just way too much going on. And then I don't know why they did part 4.
No, that was horrible.
And they didn't even recast your boy from Morpheus. It was a new
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know why they did that.
he's
So-
from Watchmen, the new guy,
Which
the
is a
series
great-
Watchmen.
First off, that is a phenomenal show. Have you
The
seen it?
series, I
Yes.
agree. I agree.
Oh, and
Oh, we
I
got to
think-
do our top TV shows.
yes, and that would be something to talk about. It's that good. It's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't want to take up too much time. So all right, so
Okay,
Jermaine, you went. That was your number 3.
yeah, that was my number 3. I was the last, so now we're on number 2.
Okay, number 2. All right, so now we're getting good. So I'm gonna take my time with this one. This is top 2 here. So let's be intentional. So this film is what got me into anime. Before this film, I had never seen anime, didn't even know what it was. I saw this film, forget how I was introduced to it, but I fell in love with this movie. I've seen it more times than I can remember. It has love. It has a protagonist who is an underdog in every sense, but somehow comes out on top and learns something throughout this entire ordeal. I don't know if a lot of people have seen it or know about it. It's very obscure. It came out in I want to say 89 or 1990. It's a period piece. I'm going to borrow that from Jermaine. It takes place in feudal Japan, and it is a vagabond ninja named Jubei Kimasabe. I forget the name, and he has to contend with fighting the 8 devils of Kamon, and so he has to one by one defeat each of these devils who are they're like they've taken over the shogunate of Japan at the time and are ruling with an iron fist, and they're oppressing the people. And you have this one actually he's a samurai. I just said ninja. No, he's not a ninja, he's a samurai. And he befriends a woman, a female samurai, and together they take down these 8 devils. It's a great film, great action, great story, great character development. Like I said, I've seen it 100 times. Not 100. I'm being hyperbolic, but I can't say enough about it. It's a great movie, and it introduced me to anime. And that movie is called Ninja Scroll.
Oh, that they made a fucking game out of it, right? Ninja Scroll. Oh no, wait.
You're thinking of Ninja Gaiden?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Or Shinobi? Yeah. So Ninja Scroll, I can send it to you guys. Like I'm not worried about copyright at this point. I don't even know if the company that made it is still around, but I have it in 1080p 2K, and I'll just throw it on my iPad and watch it just to like relive it. I love this movie. It is near and dear to me. It has a 10 out of 10 in rewatchability, in cinematic craft, and all that. And the only movie that's better is my number one for reasons I'll get into later. But Ninja Scroll, love that movie.
Is that
All right, I'll
on?
go
That's
Ninja
on.
Scroll
Net-
first. Can't remember.
on.
I probably saw it way back when, but I really don't
Hold
have
on.
any comment about it. Go ahead, Reno.
Hold on, Killer. So Ninja Scroll, that's on Netflix?
I don't think so.
No? Okay.
I don't
No,
think they
this
have
movie came
copyright.
out like early '90s or something, right?
It came out like
Yeah,
89. It's anime. So Netflix does have
It's like
really.
a heavy metal.
It says 1993.
It's
Okay.
93. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, my yeah, but
Okay.
I don't think it would be on Netflix. It's too obscure.
Okay.
Oh, but that did make me think of another anime I should have. Oh,
Heavy metal. Do you remember Heavy Metal, the anime?
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't call that anime.
Like
I call that an
cartoon porn?
animated film.
Cartoon porn.
That is cartoon porn. Yeah.
I-
They use rotoscope. Do you know what rotoscope is?
No.
It's where you take actual human actors and they act out scenes, but then you
Oh.
overimpose animated like imagery, which
Cool.
is why
Oh.
when they move, it looks weird.
Hmm.
That's what that is. It's
Oh.
not
That's
true
cool.
animation. Yeah.
Okay.
Ninja Scroll.
Are you
Well,
right now for number
Go
two?
for it.
Number two. Well, we already talked about number two.
Oh.
Renee.
Oh,
Somebody
Yeah.
brought it up.
Somebody brought it up. And number two for me
Forrest Gump.
was The Matrix.
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 Oh, wow. All right.
So we won't jump back into it, but yeah, great movie.
Great movie.
Yep. Good
yeah.
pick.
Yeah, it's
All right,
definitely
so
made
I
my
guess-
top 50.
I guess we're on my number two.
Yep.
Let me go through here. Where is it? Where is it? Where the fuck is my number two at?
Oh no, man.
Wait, what the fuck is going on? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And just so you
6,
know, I'm gonna intro the Mike Lawson with a story. I think it's gonna be very interesting. I hope I don't fuck it up. I've been rehearsing this story in my head all week because I've been really excited about this episode. But I just want to give you guys a heads up. That's what I'm doing
With the story? Okay.
with the story.
Okay.
Yeah, because his harem will be in attendance. Correct.
Wait, we're on number.
I'm not sure.
We're on number two.
We're on number two.
I'm
Why do you not
filling
have a
in the
number
gap
two
while
then?
you look. I'm talking about the next episode because I don't know what you're doing.
We can jump to number one if you're ready with number
No,
one.
no. Hang on, something wrong.
Well,
So I put Young Guns. Oh, I got it. Okay, I got it.
Here we go.
I got it. It was at the bottom of the list, but all right. So my number two, I'm pretty sure you guys. Well, I don't know if you're into this, but Subtitles is a kung fu movie.
Oh, I already know what it is. Crouching Tiger.
Crouching
Hidden Dragon.
Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
There it is.
Crouching
Yay!
Tiger,
It's a good movie.
Hidden Dragon.
It's a great
is my
movie.
number two. It had everything.
It's a great
Fight
movie.
scenes, love story, revenge, forgiveness, deceit. Like, to me, as far as a kung fu movie goes, because kung fu movies are different. Like, because I really enjoy a lot of Jet Li kung fu movies back in the
yeah.
day.
Yeah.
And I can't think of the names of them right now, but he's had some really good ones.
Oh,
and I don't mean
Hero,
the ones that he
Fearless.
comes over here. What's that?
Fearless. He did Fearless.
Fearless
He
was
did
pretty good.
Hero. Yeah.
Hero was pretty good, but I'm even Tai Chi Masters was even better to me with him and his brother
Never
when
saw
they
that.
went off in different directions. So,
Okay.
but yeah, to me, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, some of the largest Asian actors, even till this day,
Yeah.
was in that movie. So that was an excellent. I like, just to let you know, I'm big on westerns and kung fu movies.
Yeah.
So that was my
Oh.
number two.
Yeah. Great pick. Great picture, man. Yeah, I love kung fu action. So Crouching Tiger won a lot of Academy Award, was nominated for a lot at least, because it was very original. I had never seen the wushu style done in a way where they float on the tree branches and all that shit. It was some dope shit. I liked it. And despite it being in this original Mandarin and you having to read, it was still very like engaging. So which says a lot about, it definitely had that originality, cinematic craft. And I don't think any movie before or since has done that. So that's great pick. All right. Here we go.
So we're bundling down to we're at number one for everyone.
Yes.
Let's do it.
We finally inside 2 hours. I'm shocked. So
well, let me ask you guys this. Whatever you guys have as number one, do you think any of us would have guessed what your number one is?
No.
I agree. Let's go.
Because I'll tell you, a week ago, I didn't think this would be my number one, but it just
Me neither.
happened to be number one because of the math. So
can we get now before you, because I know you've been given a brief description, Jamal. Can we get a genre like action, drama, thriller,
sci-fi?
Sci-fi. Okay. Sci-fi.
Yep.
Within the past 20 years?
Yes.
20 years. Sci-fi space or on Earth?
Space. Well, both.
See, you already said Blade Runner, so I don't know what the fuck it could be.
It's already been mentioned. It was mentioned very briefly already. I'm just gonna jump into it. It's a Christopher Nolan film. That's already gonna give it away because he only did one of those that fits that genre.
Interstellar.
Exactly. Yes. This has all right. McConaissance. This is post Dallas Buyers Club. After he won his Oscar, he was hot, and Christopher Nolan snatched him up and put him in this film. All-star. What did I say? All-star? I don't know. We have Casey Affleck, Matthew McConaughey. You have a Sir. What is his name? Michael. What's that old dude's name?
Hey, I'm pulling it up right now.
I can't think of his name. It's got that one redhead chick who I think is very pretty. I can't remember her name either. But anyway, so this takes place over a span of a long time.
Jessica Chastain.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anne Hathaway.
I'm not a fan of her.
Oh, Timothy Chalamet was in that.
Timothy
also?
Chalamet plays his son, Matthew McConaughey's son.
Matt
I just
Damon?
found that out. Yeah.
Michael Caine.
Yeah, Michael Caine. That's his name.
Big stars.
Yeah. So what I love about this film is that it talks about time in a very unique way. It's true to Einstein's theory of relativity. They actually employed Kip Thorne, who is a real life physicist, and they actually made sure, thanks to his consult, that it stayed true to how not only black holes work, but how time dilation would work, how tesseracts, four-dimensional objects would work, because in the end, that's where the protagonist ends up. Big spoiler. It also talks about how humanity, when you are forced with such insurmountable odds, how you may not always do the right thing. You may do the shitty thing. And through it all, you have this father's love for his children, especially his daughter, with whom he has a very special connection with. So you have love, you have sci-fi, you have time travel in a way, because you go back and forth in time between Earth and space. It's just a lot going on, a lot of layers to it. Every time I watch it, I get something new. I love the score. The music in this film is transcendent. I love it. I saw it in theaters. I walked out like hyped up, wanted to talk about it. I was with my wife at the time and her friends, and they hated it. And I was like,
too much figure, bro.
People. We're probably gonna get divorced in the future. I don't know.
Too much. Look, Interstellar. I'm gonna be for real. Unless they critique movies, most women are gonna be like, it's just too much, bro. I'm just being honest. They're not gonna want to dive into the intricacies of the movie, And I'm not trying to be a sexist. I'm just being fucking for real, bro.
Well,
look, it's not a rom-com.
No,
it's not a what's the movie channel that they be looking at? The
TLC.
Yeah, that shit, or what's the other
No,
Hallmark? Like, it's not
Hallmark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
So,
horrible.
but I think you can see from my top 10, these are off the beaten path. Some of them, I mean, some are mainstream, but most of them are very niche and very kind of strange. And that fits who I am. And, you know, I love who I am. I am who I am. So Interstellar fits perfectly in that. I wasn't looking for a popularity contest. These are movies I will watch all the time and love them.
You know
Whether
what's
I'm with
funny is I
people-
think I
yeah.
predicted this one when we started with the top 10.
Oh, did you?
I said Interstellar, remember in the beginning? Because
I
he
don't,
was
but
going.
you were right. Okay.
Yeah.
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 I didn't
said
think it would be
Interstellar.
though. Actually, I had a different number one. Oh, I think I had Excalibur, but yeah,
I think
it went
you
down.
kind of gave like a prelude to the number 10, and I went with Interstellar because it sounded like you were going to introduce Interstellar, but it ended
Oh,
up being
okay.
your number
Oh,
one.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
All right.
So
Yeah, I'll say this about Interstellar. I like Interstellar.
Yeah, good movie.
I think it was a really good movie. I think a good cast. I think the way they went about it, as far as I brought this up earlier, where in the latter half of the movie, the bookshelf came off that would actually happen in the beginning of the movie, where
Mhm.
the little girl just picked it up, but it said like something like "Don't go" or something of that nature. So
right,
I
right.
think it was a really good movie. Yeah, go ahead, Ray.
right.
All right. So yeah, I agree. Great movie, great selection, and I totally understand why that would end up as number one on your list. So for me, number one, I have to drum roll, please. Number one is truly speaks to the cost of war. It speaks
Oh.
to duty. It speaks to sacrifice. It is Saving Private Ryan from
Oh!
1998.
It's a great
Good
film.
movie.
Great.
For me, it's one of those movies that I can't watch over and over again. Why? Because I cringe when it gets to a particular scene. And that scene was when I don't know if you guys remember, the Jewish American soldier takes on the Nazi in the house, hand-to-hand combat. And unfortunately, the Jewish American soldier dies. And it's one of those really intimate killings because he takes his knife and he literally just kind of stabs it into his chest. And that drove me just crazy because I really grew to enjoy that character in particular. Why did this movie impact me so much? Or, I guess it really has to do with my military service, right? As a naval officer, this film brought to me a newfound respect to our greatest generation and the immense sacrifice they made on D-Day. The scene that impacted me most was like I said, that battle between the Jewish American and the Nazi, because in the end it was Jewish versus Nazi, right? And it kind of symbolized that and how the Nazis were killing and trying to remove the Jews from the earth. So yeah, so this is a movie that I don't know why, like you said, Jamal, I don't know why it ended up as number one, but it did. If you asked me 3 weeks ago, would that have been my number one movie? I probably would have said no. Probably would have said maybe Aliens or something like that. But when I kind of reviewed my list, this one ended up being number one.
Nice. Great pick, Manel. Awesome movie.
Saving Private Ryan, great movie. You really look, if somebody has that as their number one, you really can't like try to say like,
Yeah.
why do you have that as your number one?
No, it's a great film. It's great. Steven
And I
Spielberg.
like that I will say this, I like that it introduced a family, how the military sees it. You've lost one son. We don't want you to lose the other son also.
Right.
Let's
Yeah.
go get him out of this situation and get him back home to you.
Mhm.
I do
And,
like
and
that.
actually,
that was
that's a
introduction.
true policy within
Yes.
DOD. Yes.
Yes.
It's a real policy. Mhm.
So, all right. I'm going to introduce my number one. I guarantee no one can think of it. First and foremost, it's old school.
Debbie Does Dallas.
Nope.
School Days.
Nope. It's not a black movie. It's not an urbanized movie.
It's not porn? Okay.
It's not porn. It is a musical. If I say
shit.
musical, you guys may be able to get it.
Oh, shit.
The Wiz.
Nope.
Musical?
Chicago.
Wait. Streets of Fire? No.
Musical.
Musical. Just go ahead, man. We've got 6 minutes.
Grease.
Oh,
Wow.
yes.
Actually, that
So
is a
I'm-
good movie.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
great
so
movie.
Highly
Grease.
rewatchable. Yeah.
And we're speaking of Grease with John Travolta and Olivia Newton.
That's a great
Yes, John.
pick. Yeah,
Yeah.
So-
yeah.
Excellent movie.
I probably and this isn't an exaggeration. I've probably watched Grease definitely over 100 times in my life.
It's
And
a
that's a
great
lot
movie.
for one movie.
It's a great
Oh.
movie. It has
Yeah.
great music. That's a great soundtrack.
Let me tell you, Grease probably has the best soundtrack that dictates the movie theme that I've ever seen in a musical.
Yeah, yeah. That's a
The-
great pick. Actually, that's a really good pick, Tremaine.
Yeah,
I like
the
that.
first time I watched Grease, I was so and I was young. I was so enamored. I was like, "Yo, this is a great movie." Then they had the gang, Grease, and then remember, it was a gang, a biker gang, but they didn't lead with hostility or trying to dominate or any type of dangerous things. It's like, hey, this is our turf. Why are you here? We're here doing our thing. Oh, you want to race to settle this? Let's race for pinks, things of that nature. And then you had the dynamic between Sandy and
John Travolta. I don't know his name.
No, it's the other
Danny.
female,
Danny.
the redhead. She was kind of fine.
Was it
Well,
the
yeah,
redhead?
well, that's the one who went to beauty school. Beauty school dropout. But either
Yeah.
way, you had a dynamic between John Travolta trying to be cool, but knowing he's in love with Olivia Newton-John, Sandy,
Right.
and even from the first song, when they're on the bleachers, and they're like, tell me more, did she put up a fight? Tell me more, was it love at first sight? Just the dynamic of how his boys viewed him dating someone and how her girls viewed him dating someone. Everything was truly opposite. So he would say something, and I was with old girl the other day. I was with Sarah the other day, where I was like, if you listen to the soundtrack, everything is in opposition of what the other person is doing. To his boys, he made it seem like I made out with her, I came up. To her girls, she made it seem like he was so nice, such a gentleman. And they were in direct opposites of each other. But Grease is the number one on my list. I know a lot of people would not have expected that,
I
but it's
did.
probably my favorite movie in the world.
Awesome. Well, listen, we're gonna wrap this up. We're at just 2 minutes before
2
our
hours.
platform is going to cut us off. So let me just say, fellas, thank you so much for your time today and sharing your top 10s. I hope those who watch this episode get a lot from it. Maybe you heard some films you'd never heard of. Maybe you heard something that you have, and maybe you didn't know it was worth watching. Now you do. So hopefully you learned from that. But we're gonna wrap things up. Hit that like and subscribe button. Drop a comment. Join the conversation. We're going to have another episode with Mike Lawson coming up after this. So stay tuned for
And
that.
he has 3 guests thus far.
Awesome. Well, that is it for this top 10 movie episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Till the next time. Peace.
Release the Epstein files.